Good morning, I hope you're all doing really well. So I thought I'd just quickly check in to give you a little message for the day. Let's see what we have for you today. What is happening? What can you expect? Oh, we have the lotus bloom, enlightenment and spiritual awakening. Lotus is a very interesting plant. It grows up through water, but it's not attached to it. So it's both attached and detached at the same time. There may be something here. I don't know if someone's making things. It feels like you can see like pin cushions and stuff like that. So this is like going back to basics. I feel like some of you here may be doing hobbies and things that are taking you back to basics, like sewing, knitting, just creating in that kind of way. Like there's this real urge to go back to basics. Sorry if you can hear the chipmunks in the background. Let's have a look. Okay, today is a day of breakthrough with something that you're looking to do. It's interesting because daggers and this card are both speaking about enlightenment. So you've awakened to something here in your life. And again, I'm going back to that feeling of like, it's simplicity, you know, the basics, going back to basics and commitment to self as well. This is actually helping you. It's almost like you're getting rid of a complication in your life at this time, going back to basics, and it's helping you to receive the messages then from your higher self, which is that enlightenment. You're learning to understand what your needs are. So it's almost like you're parenting yourself at this time. You're parenting the inner child or the inner teenager. There may be some urges or temptations that have been in your life recently that you're starting to protect yourself from now. You're starting to learn where actually maybe it's healthy to set boundaries with yourself, not just those around you. This is protection, not in the way of like you're guarded and you're not letting anything in. This is more about awareness and that enlightenment to doing the right thing for you that has like the best outcome for you. This is like forgiveness of yourself, actually. I feel for some of you, it's been a very complicated or complex situation that you've been in, possibly for a long time. And it's almost like if you're the kind of person that you forget to take your coat out when it's cold and things, you don't make yourself comfortable. I feel like you maybe have spent a long time in your life, you haven't really allowed yourself comforts. Whereas now you're starting to honour yourself more, you're starting to make yourself more comfortable and realise actually that is what I want now, that is what I need. Perhaps you've reached an age, I feel like I'm talking to somebody that could be between like, I'm feeling like 35 to 45 here. Okay, you're actually collapsing a lot of options or things that you perceived as options before. Because there's something about things not being worth it now, or having too much choice, having too many things going on has become very complicated and distressing for you. And it's like you want simplicity, you want things to be more simple. So I can see somebody like, you know, darning their own socks and things like that. This is interesting. It feels like this has come off the back of some kind of relationship, that maybe there's been some unfinished business here, or things aren't quite complete within a connection or a relationship. And that may be why you are now trying to focus your attention on your spirituality, on this enlightenment, because I feel like this has become, okay. You are reminiscing a little bit. I feel like you're kind of looking back over the past and realising some patterns where you were stretching yourself very thinly. You were kind of like you'd run towards the temptation, not really thinking about the consequences of the impact that's going to have when you're done with that dopamine hit. Yeah, there's a lot of fast moving energy with this. But what I'm getting with this particular card is that between now and July, there is some movement going to be happening within whatever this connection is. Let's find out what's happening with that then. It's balance. It feels like this whole situation has helped you to recognise within yourself where your temptations are, what your needs are, what you really truly want. But with the Tower in reverse, I feel like previous to this, you didn't really know what to do about it or how to change things, because it's just been so, even though it's been a bit of a headache, it's also been very comfortable or what you know. But you're starting to slow down a little bit now. You're starting to observe and be more present in the moment. And I feel like that's what the lotus is talking about here. It's like, be present, detach yourself from the external influences right now and go within. That stem is like Sushumna, the central channel. And with Tiwas in the center there, this is like a download from your higher self. But you have to be still enough to receive that download. So you're slowing things down right now. I feel like today especially, something's going to happen that will put you on your backside a little bit. That's going to make you sit down with yourself. But there's a lot about this duality. Like I've got sun, moon there, and then black and white horse. So there's some kind of, you're recognizing the duality and where you sit within that. Some of you aren't feeling good about yourself. I feel like there's an element of guilt, or that you can't quite get what it is that you want or need, or you never, it feels like never satisfied, like you're feeling like you can't get that satisfaction. And you've tried doing that by yourself, you've tried doing that with other people, but it's almost like you're recognizing or realizing there needs to be like this middle ground. So you're somewhere in the middle with that. You know, it doesn't work to have too many things going on. It doesn't work to have not enough going on. You need like a bit of a balance. Okay. And we have the star coming up. I feel like you're about to receive a wish fulfillment through you focusing on that one thread. Yeah, there's something here. And like I say, it's to do with some kind of sentimental attachment to a love situation. I feel it's like something that didn't quite get going. It's about you focusing your attention on that, and it's going to bring a lot of fulfillment. I feel it's I just saw a mushroom then. I don't know if someone forages for mushrooms or something, but it feels like there's an energy around, could be psychedelics, which to me is coming up as like, you know, you can use that to help with traumatic experiences, to go deeper. So there's something about really going deep within the psyche, going deep within, you know, the enlightenment is coming from you going deep within your spirituality, asking the questions, putting it to your God, your goddess, whatever you believe in. And it's actually slowing you down to the point where you're not feeling like you're in any competition anymore. It's helping you to overcome insecurities as well. What else do you need to know? Okay. Because before you were struggling to get balance, and instead you just maybe hide from things, or sort of like, you know, run from one thing to the next, looking for the next dopamine hit, the next sort of thing that's going to bring you, you know, it's a bit like retail therapy, that kind of thing. So let's see, what outcome do we have for you in this situation? Because we've just said about, you know, spending that time. Some of you may be having palpitations as well. I can see like a stethoscope. So there's something about maybe going to see a doctor or something like that. Okay. You're being sort of guided to just do this silently right now. Do this with yourself, and the answers are going to come. But right now, this time, this patience, the time that you're going to be spending in temperance on your own, is actually allowing you to receive these subconscious messages. So you might be sleeping a lot, or if you've woken up and then gone back to sleep, you're going to have a very profound dream. It's going to give you the answers that you're looking for. And these answers may be something about, there could be like some naivety in love with you, you know, or what you're chasing, or how you are showing up in terms of relationships and how you actually want to show up. I feel like you're realising where maybe the things that you need to change to bring balance to this particular connection, this particular relationship. But things are going to change. I feel like in the next 3 days, there's going to be, what was that? I did 5 days then. The next 3 days is going to be a significant change here. If you want to know more, drop me a DM and we can book in a personalised reading. Remember, this is my only account and I will never reach out to you first. Have a blessed day.